This is the final video in the Recording a Song with a Budget audio interface series. In this video, I'm going to be releasing the song, showing you how to get your music out there on the popular online music stores like Spotify and iTunes. And I'm also going to show you the one free website that you should be posting your music on. If you don't even post it anywhere else, you should be at least on this one website that I'm going to show you. I'm Zane. Welcome to Audio Tech TV, where it's my goal to help you conquer the tech so you can unleash your creativity by providing easy to follow audio tech tips, tutorials, and reviews. Now, there are many services out there that will get your music onto these popular online music stores. My personal favorite is DistroKid. I like the interface and it's just set up really nice for me personally. I really enjoy it. This video is not sponsored by them, but it does cost money to use DistroKid. It's not a lot of money. You can use the link in the description and you'll save 7% on that. But there are also free services out there like Amuse. And I did a video on Amuse showing you how to go through the process of uploading your music to all the popular stores using Amuse, the free service. But it does take a lot longer for your music to get published to the stores when you use Amuse. So for this video, I'm going to be using DistroKid, just because I have this band already set up in there and I've already released music through DistroKid for this band. But again, I'll be including the link down below to the Amuse video so you can see that the process is very similar on both of those sites. Now, let's jump in. All right, so this is what my DistroKid dashboard looks like when I first log in. You can see I have a few releases in here already. And what I want to do now is just click on upload. And this is what the start of the upload process looks like. Now, I have a DistroKid Musician Plus account, so it might look slightly different if you have the DistroKid Musician account, but the basics are going to be exactly the same here. So you can see right at the top here, we have services, you have your Spotify, Apple, and all of them. So if you have an issue with one of these, you can uncheck it. If you don't have an issue with any of these, leave them all checked and you're going to be in all of those stores. And you can see this bottom one here, MediaNet plus many other smaller outlets. That's a bunch of other smaller stores. So leave all of these checked off. And the number of songs, I'm just doing a single, so it's one song. Previously released, no. Artist band name is Silver Rocket Surfers. That's the name of my band. Is it already on Spotify? Yes, it is. Already on Apple Music? Yes, it is. Release date. For the release date, I'm just going to choose the soonest date. It doesn't mean that my song's going to be available in all those stores on this date because I'm choosing tomorrow, but it does mean it will get into some of them and it will get into the stores as soon as possible. So I'm not too worried about that. Pre-order, I can't do that because it needs to be, I think, at least a week or 10 days in advance in order to use the pre-order option. Record label, I call my record label Mountain Rain Music. Again, if you have the Musician Plus, you can name the record label here. Album cover, so I can just drag my album cover into there. And I'll just show you the album cover here quickly. That's something I came up with super quick. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but you want something that might kind of stand out and maybe make somebody want to click on it. So I use like the bold red colors there, and my logo up here has yellow on it, which can catch the eye a bit. But you can see down here it has some of the details of what they expect or want your album cover to look like. Language is English for mine. Primary genre. See what they have here. I'm going to say punk, I guess. And then secondary, maybe rock. It can be hard for some of us who don't really know what genre our music is. And now we go to the track title. So this is Radio Killed the Rock Star. And then audio file. Upload the audio file, so I click there, and here it is. And for this, you really want to upload it as a WAV, as the WAV file is going to be your highest quality compared to like MP3 or something like that, which is a compressed audio file. Try to get the best quality file that you're releasing here, because those stores that you're releasing it to are going to release them as MP3s and as lower quality. So it's best to start with the best quality here. But if all you have is MP3, don't worry, upload it here. It's fine. Songwriter. If you didn't write it, you would choose somebody else. And it goes through a whole list of things here to make sure if somebody else wrote your song, but I wrote it, so I'm just going to put my name in here. Music and lyrics was me. And you want to use your real name in here, not your stage name or anything like that. Make sure you use your real name in there. Explicit lyrics. If yours has it, you would put that there. Mine doesn't. Is it a radio edit? No. Instrumental. If your music's instrumental, click that. Preview clip. So you can choose, if you click this, you can choose where the preview of your clip would start. So some of these streaming services have a preview clip if somebody wants to listen to a little bit of what the song sounds like. And you can set that up in here yourself, or you can click the let the streaming service decide. And that's what I'm going to do here. Track price. Again, this might be something only available in the Musician Plus plan or higher. I'm not too sure about that, but I'm going to set it at the lowest price there. And these things down here are optional. So you can set it to YouTube Money. And what happens here is they post your music on YouTube as a topic channel. And you can actually claim that topic channel as your official artist channel. And then you'll get the official title. So it'll be your band name or your artist name, official channel. And I'm going to do a video on how to claim that later. But if you choose this, the YouTube Money, not only do you get the money from that topic channel that you're going to get anyway, even if you don't choose this, but you'll also get money if you post your song on another channel. So if you have your own artist channel already and you post your song on there, you will get the money for that. There's going to be ads put on that and you will get the revenue for that. Or if anybody else uses your music in their videos, you will get the money for that. But it does cost you $4.95 per year plus 20% of your YouTube ad revenue. So you got to make sure, is it worth it? Are you getting that sort of traffic to your music already? That $5 a year makes sense. If you are, then absolutely do this. If you aren't, maybe you don't want to do this yet. I don't get really any traffic to mine yet, as this is a new band that I'm just starting out and I'm kind of starting to promote it now. So maybe later you can add this later. So if you choose not to do it now, you can always add it later. Another option here is Store Maximizer. So if they add more stores later on, they will automatically add your song into those new stores. It costs $7.95 per year to be in this Store Maximizer. I'm not going to choose it. Maybe you want to do that, but you're going to be in Spotify and iTunes and all the big ones anyway. So that's the ones that are important to me right now. Now, if a big store were to come out later on and I want to be added, again, I can go back in here, click that, pay my $7.95 a year and get added to those other stores. And then Shazam and iPhone Siri. Do you want to be identified on Shazam and iPhone Siri? It's 99 cents a year to be like that. I'm not going to choose it. Leave a Legacy is a one-time $29 fee. It's not recurring. It's a one-time fee. And this means if for whatever reason you stop being a member, you should still get the revenue from your music. If there is revenue generated afterwards, you'll still get those royalties. So you can choose that option if you want. Again, I'm not going to for this song. So here are some things that you have to check off. You have to check off, I selected YouTube Music, and you understand that your music's going to be posted on YouTube under that YouTube topic channel. So you won't be surprised. That's why they're making you select that. So you're not going to be surprised when you see it on there. And then you have to identify that you recorded this music and you're authorized to sell it. This is your track. Yes. I'm not using any other artist name or anything in your song's title, album title, or whatever without their approval. And you've read the terms of the DistroKid distribution agreement. You have to check all those things. Once you're done, click done. All right, so you can see it says done. That was easy. Yes, it was. And when will this single be released? So it says give stores up to a week to push your album live. Some stores are a lot quicker and some stores might be a little bit longer, especially now. I've noticed during the pandemic that it has been a little bit longer. I think it's because there's more and more people releasing music now. So try to post your music in advance of when you actually want to start pushing to sell it. If there is a date where you want to push and sell it, or you could just do like me and post it for the next day and hope for the best. Now, get to work. And they make a pre-save so people can pre-save your song on Spotify so you can share this right away. Even though your song's not live yet, you can share this right away. And I'm going to show you right here by clicking on this. And this is your Hyperfollow page. So if somebody were to come on here, you share this, somebody clicks on it, and then they click here, you can see I can choose to share my email address with you, and it automatically pre-saves this to my Spotify account. So when it does go live, I'm going to have it in my Spotify account right away, and I can listen to it and I'll be notified right away. It's a great way to get some spins right off the bat. If you have a social media following anywhere, definitely share this Hyperfollow page. The Hyperfollow is such a great tool for sharing your music. And I did do a video on Hyperfollow. I'll link to that down below so you can check out even more information on this Hyperfollow. Now let's look at that website that I said you should absolutely be on with your music. It's a free website. It works great as a homepage for your band or for your music if you don't have a homepage yet. And you can even sell your music on there or allow your fans to stream your music for free, and they can pay what they want. If you choose that option, you can allow the people to pay what they want on there. This is Bandcamp. It's absolutely free to use, and it gives you a lot of great tools to engage with all of your people, your fans, your audience, or whatever you want to call them. And we're going to look at those tools in just a bit, but right now, let's look at posting our song in here. So I've gone to add, and I went to add a track because I'm just adding one track, not a full album. So I'm going to click on add audio. Again, I'll add that. And if this was part of another EP or album that I've uploaded prior, I could click this and then I would choose what it was part of, but it's not. Now I'll just go over here, give it the name. My track pricing, I'm just going to leave, but I'm going to make sure this is checked. Let fans pay more if they want. And you want to make sure you have that checked because there are some fans out there who could stumble across this song, say they really like it, or they just like your story and want to support you. They'll put 20 bucks in there or 25 bucks. I know people that this has happened to, and they've gotten $25 on a cheesy song that they recorded on their iPhone with an acoustic guitar that wasn't in tune, but somebody liked their story or whatever it was, and they paid them 25 bucks, and it happened numerous times. So you want to make sure that's checked off on there. And then you can put an about this track in here. So I'm going to put a little quick thing in here. I could include the lyrics if I wanted to, but I'm not going to put those in there. And if there was any track credit, so if you collabed with anybody else, you could put that in there if you want. Now, if you release music under various artist names, say you release music more as a label and not so much as a band or an individual artist, you could put the artist name in here. But because this is an artist account, I'm going to leave it blank and it's just going to take the name of my artist account. And in here, I can click to upload the artwork. And this section here is very important. You want to make sure you use as many tags in here as possible. I think it's 7 tags you can use in here. And you can see these are the ones that I've used previously. So I'm actually just going to copy those, put them in there, and that should be good right there. And why this is important is because people can discover your song on here because you're tagging it properly. And you can also tag your account. So your main artist account will have its own set of tags, and then the songs can have their own set of tags. So say you're normally a rock band, but you have a song that's kind of country, you can put country in the tags, and now it's going to be included with some country music as well. This is your license here. I recommend doing the all rights reserved. That means you own the entire license for this, but you can allow people like non-commercial to use it and whatever else are in here, or have people use it as long as they attribute you. That's up to you, but I'm just going to leave mine at all rights reserved. If you have the track ISRC, which you will after you do a DistroKid thing or an Amuse thing, you do get this ISRC number. You can put it in there. So I will come back and put that in there once I get it. It takes a little bit before they release it, but I will come back and put it in there, and you can put the release date in here as well. You can put it for the future date if you chose a future date, or you can just choose today's date. And that's optional, but I'll put it in for today's date. Now here's one of those cool tools for keeping in contact with your audience. So you choose this public setting, and then you can put a message in here like, hey, here's our latest single. I hope you like it. We had a lot of fun making it. Check it out. Something like that. You could put something more personal in there or more details about the song, whatever you want in there. But you put that in there, and it's going to send this in an email to all of the people who are following you on here. So in addition to giving you a site that you can post your music on, it also allows you to sort of build an email base, because you're going to email all of the followers on here. So that it's really cool. Or you can set this to private and not send it out, or subscriber only if you have subscribers on here. But that's it for that. And then you would just click the save draft, and then I could publish it if I want. Now let's look at what our profile on here looks like. So you can see up here, I made this customized banner up at the top here. It was super easy to make. I actually had some images created by an artist on Fiverr, and I just took one of those images and then added my logo and put that back there. You can come up with something a lot better, I'm sure. But down here, it shows you all of your releases. So here's the latest one that was just released, and I have another single, and then my EP, and then this was an early demo of a single that I released when I first started this band thing up. And you can see over here, somebody can choose to follow us. I have my logo in here, which is also our little profile picture that will show up in various places. And we have a bio that we can edit our bio. I put the homepage for the band in here so people can click on the homepage. There's a contact thing. And the cool thing is when you click on that, it's just a contact form. So you're not putting your email on there or your band's email on there so you get spammed like crazy. Somebody actually has to go through this form, and then it's going to go to your email inbox, and you can choose to respond if you want to. And then another cool thing on here is this community tab right here. And if you click on that, this gives you a community page. So you can post things in here that aren't necessarily a new release. You can post in here, hey, working on this great new song, can't wait to release it. It's coming out in 3 days. Something like that you could post there. Or, hey, here we are in the studio, and it's a picture of you in the studio. People like those sort of behind the scenes things. But you can also see in here, it has all of your posts from when you released your music as well. So if somebody were to stumble upon your profile here, and then they want to see what you're all about, they'll click this community thing, and they can see everything that you've posted in here and instantly become part of your community. So like I said, you can use this as your homepage for your artist. If you're not very good with setting up a WordPress page or any other website for your band, you can use this until you have that set up or until you pay somebody to set that up, but you don't have to. You can actually purchase a custom URL. Like I own silverrocketsurfers.com. I could have that forward to this. So if somebody were to type in silverrocketsurfers.com, it would automatically come here, instead of going to my website, but I do have it set up for my website. It is a great music community. There's a lot of other bands on here. There's big bands on here, and you can instantly be part of this community, and it costs you nothing to set up. Now, if you want more videos on music distribution and promotion, click up here, or click down here to see what YouTube recommends. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating, and we'll talk soon.